Malaysia juga menghadapi cabaran yang agak getir. Kadar pengangguran di Malaysia adalah di paras 3.9%.
So, isu yang tak settle-settle di Malaysia lagi adalah pengangguran.
Pengangguran meningkat kepada 5.0% pada bulan April 2020.
Mustahil ke kalau kita nak lahirkan usahawan sebenar melalui pendidikan tinggi?
Kalau kita tengok artikel tentang situasi di Malaysia, ada 200,000 graduan yang tak ada kerja.
Disebabkan teknologi yang berubah, perubahan ekonomi, perubahan pemikiran generasi baru, education yang dulu tu mungkin tidak lagi bersesuaian.
Dan mengikut anjuran Jabatan Perangkaan Malaysia pada 14 Mei 2020, kadar pengangguran dijangka akan meningkat.
Marriage, perkahwinan antara traditional learning and kemahiran. Welcome to the revolution.
Hello, good morning everyone. Well, welcome to Up Your Game with me, Dr. Adrian Choong. I'm actually looking forward for this entire series of programs. Basically, what we're going to do for the next 44 days is every single day I'm going to share with you little snippets of skills and knowledge that you can apply, and to shape your mind or make you to rethink things that you may not have thought before. Now, how I'm going to do this, just a little background of myself. I'm a master practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming. I'm a certified hypnotist as well. So basically what we do is I try to use this particular platform to share with you how now we're going to actually transform your mind, transform your identity, and then apply it to work on a day-to-day basis. Now, the first thing I want to share with you is, you know, there are times that people want to do business, want to become entrepreneurs, always want to go out, but there's something holding them back. It's just like a rope. I have a rope here, so hopefully you can see me. And basically in life, they tie themselves up like this. My job in these 44 days is help you untie this rope. And the moment when I can help you untie this rope, I can then help you do certain things. Let me see what I can find from this particular thing. Let's see if I can find something that I can use. Aha, there, a piece of paper. So what I'm going to do in this 44 days is to transform you from a piece of paper here. Watch carefully. You're going to fold it. Yeah, you're going to fold it like that. Watch carefully, fold it like that. Fold it down. Yes, watch carefully, don't blink. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to give you some skills, knowledge, turn it around. And what's going to happen after 44 days? Basically, I hope that I will be able to transform and have different skills and knowledge. Now, today, what we're going to do as a very start is to talk about who are you? Now, when was the last time you actually asked yourself, who are you? Is our life being determined by what people say about us? You see, I asked this question to a lot of people. Who are you? And the first thing people come and tell me is, hey, Adrian, I'm so-and-so, this is my name, I'm married, I'm not married, etc. And that determines who they are. But do you know that most of the time in our life is we need to dictate who we are first. Because let's say we're going to build a company and you are all entrepreneurs here. If we're going to build a company, what do we do first? We always have the vision, the mission, and how we're going to behave, etc. That's in terms of a business. But have you done it for yourself? Because most of the time, if you look at all the successful entrepreneurs out there in the market, they are always very clear as to who they are. Because by knowing who they are, nothing can stop them. Give you a very simple example. I started something new in year 2020. All right, I took up a new challenge. And then, let's face it, 2020 is a pandemic year, and I was up and down, emotionally also very challenged. And then my mentor came back to me and just said, Adrian, who are you? Deep inside your heart, who are you? What? Be true to yourself. So if I'm going to challenge you guys today is to think, who do you want to be? Because let's face it, you can create the person that you want. Yeah. Hi, Hamida. I saw your comment. Yeah. Who am I? I always ask this question every time I face conflict. Great question. Now, think about it again. Do you have a conflict to yourself, or you dictate who you are? Now, let's say if I'm going to ask myself, who is Adrian? Give you an example, right? I would say Adrian's dynamic, Adrian's unpredictable, Adrian's daring, Adrian's... So as long as I have a vision that is clearly in my mind, and what's my highest purpose and mission? All right? Oh, sorry. You think I'm a Muslim? Sorry, no, I'm not Muslim, sorry. But the thing is, our identity and our mission and purpose, like for me, my highest intent in my life is to help people and to create a sense of purpose for people. And therefore, ultimately I will look at it as long as I know that I'm here in this world to help other people, then I would be able to continue in it, no matter what conflict or difficulties that I go through. Because ultimately, if I'm going to set my mission and purpose is to go out there and help people, automatically I'll know what my visions are, my values are, my beliefs, and then we learn how to shape the environment, because the environment that I want is that everyone has a chance and everyone becomes an entrepreneur. Being a doctor, being awarded a doctorate in entrepreneurship as well, it basically gives me a different idea as to how should we shape our mind. You see, ultimately, if you do not take care of the environment will shape us. Am I right to say that? Now, just to share with you a little bit of my story, because you're going to hear more of my story along the years. I started off Essence Consultants 15 years ago. Wait, let's see. Sorry, 14 years ago. Now, at that point in time, I basically had nothing. I was one guy came out with one handphone, with one car, and basically moving on to life. And then at that point in time, I always looked around in my surrounding and I said, hey, things are bad. You know, things are bad, things are difficult. Ultimately, I always think I was a loser. I always thought I was nobody. And then when during my struggles, when I first started off, because let's face it this way, no matter what business that you are going to do, you're going to face rejections. Am I right to say that? And with all the rejections, sometimes negativity will come and shape us. So at that point in time, that's the first time I met my mentor. My mentor said, hey, you need to create that person. You need to create that person that you want to be. And therefore, you can then shape your values. So what I did was I really sat down, which I'm going to ask you all to do this today before I talk to you all again tomorrow, is that I sat down and first question, who am I? Second question, I would actually put in, what are my key values? What are my capabilities? What are my behaviors? And what type of environment I want to shape? Yes, totally agree. Rejection would always be there. And the best part here is this, rejections, that's, how do I put it? In life, things happen for you and not to you. This is something that I learned recently as well. So therefore, when rejection is there, it's actually happening for you, not against you. So what I mean by this is that whenever you are faced with a rejection, always remember this. The rejection or the problem basically makes your muscle stronger. When your muscles are stronger, and therefore you will be able to face and become better entrepreneurs. Sometimes people always believe that, hey, whenever I want to start a business, if I have a thought about it, I want to do it, I'll definitely get there. The answer is no. Because ultimately, everything that's worthy in life, right, needs to come with a struggle, and therefore you know that you have made it. Let's put it this way, the more rejections you get, the stronger you become, the more successful you become. If you're going to say, today I have a vision, tomorrow I succeed, the answer is whenever there is a storm, the storm will basically topple. Like, for example, take the palm tree, our coconut trees, since we are Malaysians, right? So look at the coconut trees. During a storm, will it be able to fall off easily? The answer is no. Why? Because the roots are very well deep rooted, and that counts because every day they are facing the wind. But whereas if you look at normal trees, which are in the normal jungle, they go up straight, they are protected by other trees, right? So therefore their roots are not deep and they're not strong. When the wind comes, they basically snap or they'll drop off. So basically what we want to know that, hey, if we're going to talk about rejection, first, let's go back to who are we? Because once we know who are we, and we are very sure, each time what I do is place a vision board up in front of you every single day and wake up and always remember one thing is that look at it, and to me, if I may share my faith, I said, nobody else can dictate who am I except for my God, and I just believe in the word that my God gives me. So basically that builds my identity, and I always believe in that. Right, so now let's have a look at some comments, if there's any comments. If we don't have comments, basically, just to recap what we're going to cover today is, number one, the rope. We're going to help you untie the rope every single day. Parts of you will be shaken, all right, because we're going to give you a different perspective of things. Today is just going to be a very brief introduction. Tomorrow, we're going to come in and to talk about the primary questions of your life. That will determine how you're going to succeed or not. Go back, my friends. Think about who you really are. Draw it up. What are your behaviors? What are your values? And that will determine who you are. Because ultimately, let's put it this way: in life, there was no promise that there was no storms. But what's going to happen is that we just need to enjoy and ride the storms. All right. So that will make my session today. Thank you very much. I hope to see you all tomorrow, and we're going to cover more and more snippets every single day. All right. Have a great day, my friends. Thank you and goodbye.
Malaysia juga menghadapi cabaran yang agak getir. Kadar pengangguran di Malaysia adalah di paras 3.9%.
So, isu yang tak settle-settle di Malaysia lagi adalah pengangguran.
Pengangguran meningkat kepada 5.0% pada bulan April 2020.
Mustahil ke kalau kita nak lahirkan usahawan sebenar melalui pendidikan tinggi?
Kalau kita tengok artikel tentang situasi di Malaysia, ada 200,000 graduan yang tak ada kerja.
Disebabkan teknologi yang berubah, perubahan ekonomi, perubahan pemikiran generasi baru, education yang dulu tu mungkin tidak lagi bersesuaian.
Dan mengikut anjuran Jabatan Perangkaan Malaysia pada 14 Mei 2020, kadar pengangguran dijangka akan meningkat.
A marriage, perkahwinan antara traditional learning and kemahiran. Welcome to the revolution.